My child, God says this message is for you and you alone. It was not sent by chance, and it was not written for another. It is sealed under your name, carried by the hand of Archangel Michael, who now speaks to reveal a hidden truth that will make your heart tremble. The angel says, he showed your picture to a seer, and the seer began to shiver violently. The seer whispered words that shook even the angel's wings, words that could not be ignored, because they carried the weight of eternity. The seer said that you are chosen, separated, marked for a destiny that cannot be stolen, no matter how many enemies rise against you. This is why Archangel Michael has ordered this message to be opened now, because hesitation could cost too much, and silence could delay what heaven has already set in motion. You may not fully understand why this is reaching you at this very hour, but know this: nothing is accidental in the kingdom of God. The angel's trembling was not weakness but confirmation that the unseen realm has taken notice of your life, your struggles, and your battles. The seer's shaking was not fear of you, but awe at the power surrounding you. God has hidden in you something so precious, so radiant, that those who gaze upon your spirit with true sight cannot remain still. They see the mantle, the protection, and the coming miracle. That is why this message must reach you without delay. Don't try to skip this. Don't take it lightly. God says you have walked through fire, and though your enemies expected ashes, you still carry light. You have been watched, tested, envied, and betrayed. But heaven never turned away. Each time you thought you were forgotten, the angels recorded your tears. Each moment you whispered in pain, unseen hands carried those cries into the throne room. Now Archangel Michael himself delivers what has been decided. A time has come when secrets long buried will be exposed. The one who tries to steal from you will be revealed. The person who plots against you in shadows is already trembling, because they cannot hide from God's eye. The angel says, the seer saw in your picture not only your present self but also your future crown. A destiny wrapped in divine glory that no curse, no jealousy, no dark power can erase. That is why the seer shivered, because in the spirit realm, your life is already victorious. You are already seated in triumph while the enemy is still plotting in vain. God says rejoice, but remain alert, for the days ahead will shake many. Those who mocked you will be silenced. Those who doubted you will be confounded. And those who tried to harm you will face divine justice. This message is not a story. It is a command from heaven, written for you in the language of urgency. Do not skip this. Do not delay. Stay with these words, for within them flows the blessing you have been seeking. God says, I have chosen you. I have covered you. I have sealed your victory, and no one can break what I have ordained. God says this is for you and it carries the weight of my breath. I press these words to your chest like a seal that will not slip. Do not delay. Do not minimize what you feel stirring under your ribs. I am speaking to the place in you that still remembers light even after rooms went dark. I put this in your path because the hour required it and because I know the precise angle your heart needs to turn to find its way forward. This is yours. It will fit your hands. It will match your steps. Do not try to skip this. Archangel Michael stands at your side as a pillar and a flame. He saw you fall asleep exhausted, and he guarded the softest parts of you with a sword that does not dull. He moved in front of the door where fear tried to come in. He set brightness on the thresholds where you have crossed in dread. He carried your name like a banner through storms you never saw form. He says the angel showed your picture to a seer, and the seer began to shiver because your image was ringed in a band of light not placed there by any human hand. The seer said you are marked with a promise that refuses to break. The seer said you are the one who keeps surviving nights designed to erase you. The seer said you are written in a script that darkness cannot read, so it fights what it does not comprehend. Hear me, none of this is meant to frighten you. It is meant to reveal why the wind has been against your face and why the ground now steadies under your feet. I have set a circumference around your life. I have made a boundary that harm cannot cross. Your image in the seer's sight carried 3 signs. The first sign was a key, because doors that stuttered will now swing. The second sign was a ring, because covenant follows you and strangers will call you favored without understanding why they say it. The third sign was a threshold, because you are moving from long waiting into long harvest. Every hour that felt wasted has been invested. Every tear that soaked the night has washed the field where your good grows. Your name has been spoken in rooms you have not entered yet. The path is not accidental. It is set like stones leading through water. Step on them. Cross. You have been wondering why relief arrives disguised as change. You have felt the ache that rises when something new begins and something old protests. Hear me, you are not losing yourself. You are shedding a shell that finished its assignment. When you hand back what never fit, your hands become worthy to receive what I measured for you. I have written your days not as a sentence but as a song with movements, rests, crescendos, quiet lines that heal, and bursts that make you lift your head. I am the composer and you are not off tempo. You are exactly where your melody begins to widen. Michael leaned toward the seer and the seer whispered that the battle you thought was about a person has always been about your assignment. The envy that looked at you was not born because you took anything. It was born because you carry fresh water and dry mouths always snarl before they drink. You are not what they called you in their small seasons. You are not what the disappointed ones projected when they could not find their own doors. I call you mine. I call you chosen for goodness. I call you the one who brings warmth into rooms that forgot summer. This is why the shivering began. Glory chills the air before it breaks into warmth, and those who notice tremble before they understand. Do not interpret their trembling as a sign of your danger. Interpret it as a sign of my nearness. You have asked quietly inside yourself if you are allowed to hope again. I answer you with a firm yes. Hope is not naive in you. Hope is my fingerprint. Your picture carried another sign before the seer's eyes, a lamp that did not go out, though winds tried to argue with its flame. I cupped my hand around that lamp through years that tried to thin you. I never removed it from your grasp. I am enlarging the circle of its light now. What you could only illuminate for yourself will now light the steps of others. Your voice will carry more steadily. Your presence will soften hard plans that never served your peace. Your mind will organize what once scattered your focus. The fog that made simple tasks feel like mountains is lifting, like a curtain that finally knows it must rise. Prepare your space. Not from panic. From welcome. Clear one surface where clutter has argued with your calm. Fold one garment that speaks of order. Drink water slowly and feel your body consent to rest. Write 3 lines that bless your future self and place them where morning can find them. Call back your scattered pieces by name. Say, strength, return. Say, joy, return. Say, clear sight, return. Each word will land. Each word will obey. I have not given you a brittle spirit. I have given you a resilient one. When you begin to treat your resilience as sacred, others will treat your time that way too. You have entertained shadows that called themselves loyalty. Release what pretends to protect you while demanding your silence. You are permitted to establish boundaries that honor the life I entrusted to you. You are permitted to let your phone remain quiet when the old pattern tries to rehearse its script through you. You are permitted to keep what is healthy and lay down what is heavy. I am not impressed by the way you used to endure what diminished you. I am impressed by the way you now choose what aligns with who you are becoming. Your progress pleases me more than your performance ever could. The seer saw a thread running from your childhood to your present, and it glowed like copper warmed by sun. That thread is my care. It stitched your days together when separation tried to split them. It preserved the best of you while the world asked you to become smaller. You did not choose smallness, you chose survival, and now I invite you to choose expansion. Breathe deeper. Sit taller. Speak plainly. Your authenticity will not cost you the favor you need, it will attract the favor designed for your exact shape. I am removing counterfeit doors from your hallway. I am placing your true door within reach. It will not slam. It will not demand that you fracture yourself to pass through. Walk like someone who belongs because you do. Quiet victories are gathering. A message arrives that reframes a delay. A conversation releases tension that lodged behind your shoulders. A task once postponed gets finished without drama, and the relief feels like a window unlatched. Provision that does not insult your dignity comes near. Work that respects your pace meets you. Companionship that does not require an apology for your depth sits beside you. Opportunity that aligns with your health stands and knocks without impatience. These are not fantasies. These are fruits. I have been ripening them in the hours you thought were empty. Michael speaks again. You have gone unseen by those who use others as mirrors to fix their own image. You have not gone unseen by heaven. The ledger where kindness is recorded, the book where brave choices are kept, the jar that holds your tears by number and season, all of it is before me. I do not misplace what you have given, and I do not ignore what you have endured. When the seer trembled, it was not dread. It was recognition. Recognition that your life has been under careful watch, and that the next steps are not random. Recognition that power accompanies you now in a new measure, and that mercy will be the color of your days. There is an old sting trying to waken you as you cross into this newness. It speaks in the accent of disappointment. It tells you to brace for another fall. It is not the truth. Let the sting dissolve under the heat of my nearness. Let the learned flinch unclasp from your shoulders. Let your breathing release the rhythm of alarm and take on the cadence of rest. Safety is not a stranger here. I am building you a home inside yourself where even busy days cannot break your peace. You will leave rooms and return to rooms, and the center will remain intact. You have feared that your tenderness would cost you. Tenderness is not your liability. It is your assignment's language. I will teach you to carry it without letting wolves feed on it. I will teach you to bless without consenting to be broken in ways I did not ask. I am not calling you to bleed for every table you sit at. I am calling you to carry light that makes those tables kinder, and to stand when the table refuses kindness. Strength and softness are not enemies in you. They are siblings, and they will walk hand in hand. Forgiveness will finish a chapter. It will not erase what happened. It will erase the right of what happened to steer you. You will remember without reliving. You will recall without reopening. Forgiveness will not return you to unsafe places. It will return you to yourself. I am giving you wisdom that sees the difference between reconciliation and release. Use it. It will save you years. I speak now to the night season that lingered longer than it was welcome. Night, depart. I speak to the fear that grips at thresholds. Fear, loose your hold. I speak to the cycles that tried to repeat because they believed you would not notice. Cycle, end. I speak to the new ground beneath your feet. Ground, bear fruit. I speak to the work of your hands. Work, flourish with dignity. I speak to your sleeping and waking. Rest, be sweet. I speak to the rooms you haven't entered yet. Rooms, open with honor. I speak to your name. Name, be lifted where it needs to be heard and be hidden where quiet protects you. The seer saw you carry a small book pressed to your chest. On its spine was a single word, promise. Promise is not a wish in you. Promise is architecture. Promise holds you when plans change. Promise anchors you when winds argue. Promise steadies you when applause is loud and when rooms are empty. Promise is the reason your picture made the air electric. Promise is the reason strangers feel kinder around you without knowing why. You carry evidence of a future that refuses to cancel you. Walk like someone escorted. You are not walking alone. I am removing the counterfeit urgency that taught you to run even when nothing chased you. I am replacing it with holy momentum that carries you forward without the whip of panic. You will get more done by being than by scrambling. You will witness how alignment outperforms exhaustion. You will see how favor finishes what force cannot. Let ease that is earned by trust become your new strength. Not laziness. Not drift. Ease that is discipline wrapped in peace. A blessing is arriving in a way that lets you keep your integrity. It will not ask you to wound your values to receive it. It will not require you to explain away red flags. It will come with confirmation that quiets your bones. It will fit like a garment tailored without needles piercing your skin. You will say yes without splitting yourself. This is how my goodness behaves. This is how my provision moves. Honor the small instructions I whisper into your ordinary. Open the window to let the room breathe. Step outside for the 5 minutes that feel undeserved and watch how the sky answers you. Replace one harsh word you echo inside with one truthful kindness that strengthens you. Send one message that closes a loop you have avoided. Bring your body into the conversation of healing with the respect it deserves. These are the steps that carry you from theory to testimony. The seer also saw a door with your initials carved into it. Not scratched like someone begging to belong, but engraved like someone whose place was reserved. The door was not in a palace that crushes you with its size. It was in a house that feels like breath, a place where your gifts can work without hemorrhaging. I am that house. I am that place. Wherever you stand with me becomes that home, and then I extend it into physical rooms that match it. You will find you are welcome where you once were merely tolerated. You will find your laughter returning without effort. You will find your timing mending. You are not late. You are right on time. Not everyone will understand the glow that rises on your face as pressure lifts. Some will interpret it through the lens of their own ache. Bless them and keep moving. You are not obligated to explain your healing to those who benefited from your brokenness. You are not unkind to put distance where patterns refuse to change. Your compassion does not require your captivity. Your empathy does not require your depletion. Your love does not require your self-erasure. Walk free and let freedom teach others how to join you if they want to grow. Michael sets a guard at the edges of your new season. He places sentries at the points where old habits try to enter dressed as comfort. He wins battles you never hear about because victory is your daily assignment now, not a rare visitor. He speaks to you in steadiness, not spectacle. He reminds you to do the next small faithful thing. He keeps the path clear of the debris tossed by envy. He brings you messages from my heart that always align with peace, never with panic. He is not a mascot for fear. He is a witness to your courage. I release over you the calm certainty that what is meant for you will not require you to fracture your soul to hold it. I release over you the assurance that closed doors are kindnesses you will thank me for later. I release over you the fragrance of new beginnings that do not smell like smoke. I release over you the competence that comes when shame has been lifted. I release over you the gladness that is not loud, not fragile, not dependent on noise, but rooted in the knowledge that you are loved without bargaining chips. Turn your face slightly, the way flowers do without thinking. That turn is worship in its simplest form. That turn adjusts everything. That turn gathers scattered light and points it toward good ground. This is not a demand to perform. This is an invitation to align. When you align, the path clarifies, the noise thins, the right people find you, and the wrong rooms lose interest without a fight. I am doing this for you because I delight in you. I do not delight in a perfect you. I delight in the true you. The seer's shiver has passed. In its place is a smile that understands. The angel returns your picture to Michael's hand, and Michael returns it to the chamber where your story is kept, and I place my hand over it like a covering. Nothing and no one steals what I keep. The charge over your life stands. You will live whole. You will love wisely. You will work with dignity. You will rest without guilt. You will be surprised by how easily you recognize what is yours now that you have let go of what pretended to be. Carry these words as warmth. Carry them as structure. Carry them as a soft shield and a firm compass. When the old voice rises, answer it with the new truth. When fatigue taps your shoulder, feed your strength with gentleness. When joy appears, do not apologize. Let it come all the way in. This is your time to breathe fuller, to step truer, to receive what matches the light on your life. God says this message is for you. It found you because I sent it with your name on it. It rests where you can reach it. It works while you sleep. It keeps pace with you as you move. Archangel Michael walks beside you and his presence is not a rumor. The seer's trembling was recognition of the radiance on your path. That radiance is not temporary. That radiance is covenant. Walk forward. Do not try to skip this. I am with you and I will be with you in every step that follows.